More about last Friday's road rage fight that led to a shooting that left 2 people wounded in St. Johns County.
The scene was on Racetrack Road near Julington Creek and a public shopping center. This is Sky 4 video of the area. Today, Channel 4's Jim Piggott talked with one of the victims off camera, and we're hearing 911 calls that came in just after the shots were fired. Jim is joining us live from Racetrack Road with new information. Jim?
You know, that driver, he was a young man. He said that he was driving down the road here when the other driver behind him started honking at them. That's when they got out here, got into a fist fight, jumped back in their cars, and then they drove around some more, and then that shooting began. It was just after that shooting when police started getting numerous 911 calls from people who heard and saw what went down.
There was gunshot fired at 2758 Racetrack Road.
Okay, has anybody been shot, or do you just hear shots?
It was several shots. He's here. Come in. Who was? There's a man, shirtless. He's in the Sharpie lot now. He's got his hands up. He's waving at people.
It was shortly after that when people began to realize that an employee from a local auto service center was actually holding the suspected shooter, Charles Mohr, at gunpoint until police arrived.
It's the Tuffy employee has a gun on him.
All right, who has a gun on him?
A Tuffy employee has a gun on him.
So I talked to one of the victims who couldn't go on camera at this point, but what he was telling me is what happened. He said they got into this incident after they turned into the parking lot here. He says Charles Mohr was honking a horn at them, so they got out. He says Mohr came up to him and shoved him, and that's why he slugged him in the face. After that, they all got into the car and left, but they were circling around each other. And he says Mohr came out, got a gun, and began shooting at them in the car. The victims ended up driving themselves to the hospital. And that young man was saying he was shot 4 times. He's out of the hospital now. There was another woman with him, a young girl with him at the time. She was also shot, but in the back of the head. We're told she's out of the hospital, is doing fine as well. Charles Mohr, though, is charged with 3 counts of attempted murder. We're live in St. Johns County near Julington Creek. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.